Arrived in Thetford to returning home from college and being abroad, and saw that and met David and Linda. That was the beginning.
When I first came up here, I didn't know what the hell I was going to do, and I got sucked into a play. I had never acted before.
And I've been with the Parish Players since the day I arrived in Thetford in 1973.
The first time, a long time ago in 1976, in my youth.
I said, wow, this is a lot of fun being somebody else, because I really wasn't crazy about myself at that point.
And at that time they said, oh, if you really want to do great theater, you got to go check out the Parish Players.
Wow, this is great. There's this serious stage here, and I'm not union. I don't have any technical credentials or anything, but maybe I could push a broom or something.
I've never done theater before or any other performing arts.
Next thing I knew, I was at Parish Players doing what was a very professional show.
It's only 2 cubes.
Set that down.
David and Linda Strohmeyer were, I would say, probably the first really creative, active directors.
Linda was one of the most incredible people I've ever known.
This was 1975. We were in the Grange, and Linda really wanted to have a professional touring company. So she managed to get grants to get it going.
Then we were hired by the state to go and talk to children.
Did theater in the church, did theater a couple of times here in the old Grange Hall. Then we did living room theater. We used people's homes.
We looked at this building and saw that it was being used by the Grange and said, but it's not being used very much by the Grange. And we offered to repair things.
The stage manager would have to come and light up the spires in these big stoves.
We had the outhouses.
I wouldn't drink any fluids before coming.
If you were on stage, you were really hot, and if you were backstage, you were freezing your butt off.
We raised $190,000 to renovate this building.
And when they did the renovations, it was like, wow, this is so cool.
I love the place. A lot of people throughout the past 50 years have helped keep this place up.
For a community theater to have its own theater is really wonderful.
I liked acting, so I didn't have to be me, I could be somebody else.
I had no self-confidence.
Up until my midlife crisis, my goal in life was to be invisible.
It was like riding a wave. It wasn't me. I'd never done anything like that before.
None of us really understood what we were doing.
What part of you can't express directly, you can express through a character.
I love doing Scrooge.
It was fearless. I don't know where it was coming from.
Oh, what are you playing? And I say Biff. And then they're all surprised. Oh, wow, Biff. So I started really panicking.
If it hadn't been for Parish Players, I would never have done it.
It was really crucial to him to support actors. This is Patrick.
And I can't say enough about the Tens.
Along with Dorothy Gannon and Marissa Smith, we started the 10-Minute Play Festival.
It's like an intense acting lesson.
Hit the emergency brake and spin the wheel to the left. The rear wheels are going to go into a spin.
I like the Tens because what I love about theater is community.
And what happens with a theater like this is that people stick together, and it's like glue.
Duncan is my best friend, except I hate him.
Yeah. And in the back of the audience, there's my friend Lane saying, good for him.
Parish Players sort of hooked us up.
Yeah, it did. It's true.
I was quite taken with you.
Yes, of course.
And then I saw you in the closing night. And I thought you were a real jerk.
And it's an intergenerational community too.
There's always been a sort of a wave of new people who come in.
And then, of course, it's just knowing the people.
Very open and willing to teach.
And you cannot find situations like this.
It has encouraged people to get into theater who've never done it.
Knowing that the theater is here is really a big relief to me.
I would have died on the spot without the Parish Players.
50 years, I mean, that's incredible.
It's just bursting with life, and I'm just so excited about it.
It continues to really keep breathing because of the hard work.
I like to also help out in maintaining this place, to thinking that to continue.
What it's really missing is a place to build, a place to store building materials.
You know, right off of where the old outhouse used to be.
You come up this ramp, there's ice on the ramp, there's rain falling on your head, maybe snow falling on your head. We are in the midst of a plan and have architectural drawings to move that ramp. That porch that you walk up onto could, at another stage, be enclosed and be heated to make kind of a lobby. We have 24 dimmers, and we do a lot with 24 dimmers, but it's really not that. Even for a space this size, it's really not enough. We need to add circuit capacity, and we need to add instruments, including the new, more energy-efficient LED.
Our own statistics now show that more than 50% of our people make their reservations on the website rather than through the phone. We need to look at how do we integrate the information that we pull in over the web with what we keep as a database on people. We need to do more in terms of pushing our information out there. The people who are coming along, the ones behind us, they expect that information to show up in front of them because someone has shared that information with them.
I don't care what happens to the internet and community and how automated the world gets, you know, there will be no substitute for being in a room with people who are performing and in real time.
I hope we continue to have great shows, that we continue to have a lot of people involved.
And I'd like to see this do a little more with the community, with more youth.
Break and spin the wheel. Now!
So for me, it's just been a source of magic.
Just hugging the wall and hearing the audience's thoughts.
You have 100 people and they're right there.
I felt like it's been a big family.
I think it was Dean Whitlock. It was there, and I think they had gone out from rehearsals. And I was just looking at the building, not sure, and he said, "You're at the right place."
The doors are open. Come in, join us.
It really is a gem.
I just love it here. This is like home. This is like home. My theater home.
I won't be here 50 years from now, but I really hope this place will be.